What's up, everyone? Welcome to a long overdue edition of Getting It in the Mail. I got some packages here that I need to open, and you need to see what's in them because that's what we do on the internet. I think the pre-orders are finally starting to arrive. I know the pre-orders are finally starting to arrive. I got 3 of them right here. All right, well, at least 2. I don't think the third's a pre-order. But it'd be better if I could say a 3-order. But instead, it's 2 pre-orders plus another one. You might know what I'm getting. I do. Let's just get into it. I want to start with the first. And I don't know if it's the most exciting, but it is very exciting. It is from a place that has no name. Well, it does. It's called Downright Merchandise. Don't know what that means. That means nothing to me. It should mean nothing to you as well. Sounds like a corporation. We don't like corporations. We're punk rockers. Let me go back to my corporate job here in a few minutes. But anyway, let's open this one. This one, one of my favorite records of the year. I already know what's in here. If you like hardcore, it's probably one of your favorite records of the year. If you like Getting It Out podcast, it's probably one of your favorite podcasts of the year because it is Baltimore City's own End It. And their new, I don't want to call it an LP. It is an LP, but it's not a full-length record. It is, but it's not. It includes their last recorded material, the previous EP, and their demo on, what do we call that? Orange? Is that orange? Looks a little copperish to me. I'm pretty colorblind, so I'm not sure. This record, of course, is called Unpleasant Living, which they named after my old Baltimore hardcore band, Pleasant Living. Thanks for the shout out, the tribute. I know that's what you meant by it. It's on Flat Spot Records. I think these might have sold out like immediately. I don't know, but I know everybody is getting them in the mail now, and that's how I knew it was my turn as well. Let's take a look at this. I love the cover. The cover's sweet. You see this? Oh, they got this little garage door. They've taken a lot of pictures, a lot of promo pictures in front of this End It tagged garage door. Very cool. All the band information on the back, which made me fear that there wouldn't be a lyric sheet, but there is. That's not that cool when you get all the information on the back and there's no lyric sheet. Do I ever read the lyric sheet? Probably not. But it's cool to see, and it'd be cooler if they had a thanks list. They do. That's what we need to see in there. You need to see all that stuff. Why? I don't know. But they thanked everybody who interviewed us. So that's me. So they just thanked me, and they included an MP3 download personally for me. I'm just kidding. That's in there for everybody, I'm sure. So thanks to the band for putting out worthwhile music. It reminds me when I was younger and I was leaving a Trapped Under Ice. And Trapped Under Ice demo release show came out on Flat Spot Records, 2007. And it was Trapped Under Ice and Steel Nation had just played. This was Steel Nation with their second singer, Pat. And I said to my friend Scotto, rest in peace, isn't it nice that our friends finally play in good bands? And then like ever since then, my friends have played in good bands, and End It is another great example of that. So one of the best hardcore records, if not the best hardcore record of the year, is finally on my shelf. Moving on, let's go to another band who I've had on the podcast this year. Look at that. Can you see that? Is it backwards or is that just on my phone right now? I'm not sure how that works. What does this thing do? Is it a magnet? Is it a mirror? What's happening here? I don't know, but let's open it up. Need the knife. Trying to be quick. Don't want to make this too long. It was priority mail and it's fragile. You can see that it's marked nicely. And it is from SpellBook. So this should be Deadly Charms on Cruz del Sur music. Nicely packaged. Look at, oh, not only do you got a cardboard piece in there, but you also got the bubble wrap. You know this thing's gonna arrive nice and clean, and it looks like it did. Look at that. Deadly Charms. It's not an easy one to, oh, it is an easy tear on the opening. Let's see. I never remember the color of the records I ordered because I, 9 times out of 10, do not give a shit. Don't care what it looks like as long as the music on it rocks. And I know that that's a fact for this one, SpellBook. Oh, it's nice and thick. It's a thickie, and it's nice and black, but I like it. Let's see. Little lyric sheet included as well. Well done, SpellBook. York, Pennsylvania's own SpellBook. And that's cool as hell. Very glad to see this. Very glad to have this band be from... I'm having trouble getting this back in the case. Very glad to have this band be from my hometown, because we don't always have cool things happen from our hometown, and you're probably from a place that doesn't have anything cool happening and never has. And I know it, because I know exactly where you're from. You're from your mom's house. Anyway, let's open this one. This last one is not it's just something I saw the other day. I was like, I don't have that. Why don't I have that? I need that. So I got it. Perforation ripped. Album coming out. Another two-time Getting It Out podcast alumni. This is Orthodox from Nashville, Tennessee. This is not their most recent record. The most recent record was called Learning to Dissolve. Came out on Century Media Records. Mike White, the drummer, and Adam Easterling, the vocalist, recently were on Getting It Out podcast to talk to me about that. You can go and listen to that. You can also go back even further in time and listen to them when they were on the time before, when they talked to me about this record. This record's cool. The new record's cool. The one before this is cool. Cool band. I like the way they sound. They do it very well. Mix a lot of genres, but not too many. Everything's pretty familiar with itself. You'll know it when you hear it. There's metalcore, there's hardcore, there's some new metal, they say, but I just think it sounds cool. Let's see what this one looks like. I used to save these stickers and put them on things. Yeah, I was a little weird and obsessed with dumb shit, but whatever. I still might do it. You know, that might go on the coffee mug. Ooh, it's a gatefold. That wasn't totally obvious. Big folds like a gate. I think we could come up with a different term, but I guess gatefold's been around long enough. We're gonna stick with it. And I'm gonna guess black because of the source, and it's not. A nice clear splatter on that vinyl. Very well done. Very nice package from Unbeaten Records. I had Unbeaten Records on the podcast as well. There's a theme here, huh? There's a theme where everything that I talk about and everything that I open is from Getting It Out podcast. Hey, look behind me. GettingItOut.net just happens to be there. So, Dan, you want to ask me any questions? You're Dan. I'm Dan. We're all Dan. Do I have any regrets? Yes, one big time regret. There was a cool about these orders. There was a cool as shit End It Baltimore Bullets rip. If you don't know who Baltimore Bullets are, they're essentially the Washington Wizards. It's just they got way lamer as the years went on. First they got lame by going to Washington, so then they were the Washington Bullets. And then Michael Jordan has he murders his dad, and so the league is like, we need to soften our image. So they changed the Bullets to the Wizards in Washington. Then Michael Jordan plays there because they need to keep him in this whole little conspiracy. This is all real things that happened. So anyway, at one point, the Bullets were in Baltimore, and It did these great rips. And there's jerseys, which I wouldn't wear because I'm a full-grown adult, but they did have a sweet End It crew neck with the Baltimore Bullets End It deal. And I wish I would have bought that. I would have worn it right back to work where I'm about to go now. So that's enough from me and you. So this one goes out to Wes Unseld, Earl the Pearl Monroe, Walt Bellamy, Elvin Hayes, Gus Johnson. Those are the only Baltimore Bullets players I can think of off the top of my head. I bet you couldn't think of any of those, so I win. See ya!